Virgin Galactic, SPCE stock. I got a star guest on my show. It's part of a 3-part trilogy. I feel like a Greek god. If you know anything about Greekness and godness and mythology, they did lots of trilogies. I know. I used to be in a Greek production thing years ago. Anyway, doesn't matter about that. I'm not really a Greek god. I know some of you thought, I knew it. No, I'm not a Greek god. I'm just a guy on the telly. All right, you ready? So here we go. Forget the Greek god thing. I wish I'd never said it now. Someone's going to clip that. Right, anyway, we're talking Virgin Galactic with another Greek god, except he's from Canada. In our trilogy, in our 3-part trilogy, first he was talking about XRP. That would be the tragedy. Then we talk about, no, that wouldn't be, that would be the success. Trilogies are always 3-part. Greek, doesn't matter. Then he talked about Tilray, and now we're finishing up in space with Virgin Galactic. So would you please put your hands together, give a huge warm welcome, make some noise for the 3rd time. It's like he's just coming on. He's been here all day. It's telly, right? Put your hands together, make some noise. We've got live on the show. It's our star guest. Here he is, the man himself, Rod from POW Group. How are you, Rod, for the 3rd time?
Still doing well.
Still doing
Excited
well.
To jump into SPCE.
SPCE, Virgin Galactic. So we're going to talk about it. Recently, we had a little bit of a mini short squeeze. I don't know if you'd call it a short squeeze or not. You're the man who can tell me all about this one. This is one we've studied for years. Everyone knows I've spoken, interviewed Eric Kearney many times. Would never come on camera. Well, he was camera to me, but he didn't want to go public. I don't like that. But anyway, that's how it was. But over the last few days, we had massive price action. We got Delta around the corner. We're going to cover the earnings call. I'll leave you a link to that at the end. In just a few weeks' time, it's going to be a massive night. They're bound to mention Delta. So what's your thoughts on this one? Before I show you the charts, are you in Virgin Galactic?
Still, yes. I'm
still in.
I'm not selling it anytime. I'm holding it for a long term.
Cool. You have a position?
Yeah, it's very small for me. I'm going to be holding it, kind of zero here on this one.
Okay. Now, for those of you who don't know, Rod does a fantastic job. He is a YouTuber. He's got his own channel. We had a little poll earlier. You might want to vote on it. Was he great or rubbish? 80% say he was great. I think it's a bit biased towards him, to be honest. There's his channel. There's his channel. If you want to go and check it out, I shall put the links below and you can check it out. Now, when we started tonight, he was at 9.58 or 57. He's now at 9.6. So he's getting subscribers. He's doing well. 9.6. He's now at 9.61. There we go. Nearly 10,000. We want to get into 10,000 live on the show. So go and check out POW Group, and he does a great job. I love it. Not as good as me, but a good job nevertheless. I mean, it speaks for itself, really, doesn't it? Anyway, let's get straight into it. POW Group, let's have him on the show, and let's have the chart. So we're going to go over to here. So if you can give me your thoughts, show me the charts on Virgin Galactic, please, Rod.
Sure, I'd be happy to. And when you said in terms of mini short squeeze, are you referring to the squeeze that happened yesterday?
Yes, I thought yesterday was the most dramatic one, actually. We had a couple of ones before that, but I thought yesterday was very interesting.
Right. I would say, yeah, it was a mini. That's probably a good way to phrase it. It would be a mini short squeeze. You can see that the volume was probably triple the average volume here on the 20 volume average, 20-day volume average. You can see it was probably about triple. Wasn't nearly as big as this short squeeze here. As you can see, the volume was absolutely parabolic when we saw that massive short squeeze going from just around $2 all the way up to $6.64. So, a little devastating to see the stock go that high. And I know there's been a lot of bag holders on this one. So I get a lot of MJ vibes from this chart, actually. PTSD, I guess, from this one for a lot of people. So we had multiple, bear flags. We had multiple bull flags that are confirming now. We have a daily bull flag confirming, so it's nice to see the price go the other way. But when you see a ramp up to $2 to $6, you need to expect a pullback at some point. More than likely going to be 30-40%. And in such a short period of time, we actually gave back that entire move. And then we formed a bear flag here. This was probably 3 weeks ago. We confirmed that. We were looking at around a target back down to 247. We didn't quite get there. We hit 273. So we're starting to form these higher lows on the higher level timeframes. And we also had an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross this confirmed a daily downtrend as well. That was another red flag. We had that bear cross occur, and then we started to flip bullish. We had a bit of an inverse head and shoulders there toward the bottom, which is just a bullish reversal pattern. EMAs started to coil and curl up, and we saw that bull flag confirm as a result of those EMAs crossing bullish. And then you just take your measured move there from the low to the high, and we were targeting roughly 382. And yesterday, we actually closed at 374, so right around that level of interest. But obviously, $4 psychological being a brick wall at the moment. But if we can get above that, we should be smooth sailing up to around $5. We have nothing really until the 50 weekly on our weekly moving averages at 493. So that's looking like a decent target here in the short term. After that, if we can get above that, you can see we haven't closed above the 50 weekly moving average since really all-time highs, it looks like. So we had 1, 2, 3 major times where we rejected from it. Now the fourth time, it gets weaker and weaker the more touches that we do have, right? So at this point, we would want to see at least 2, preferably 3 candle closes above that. And then if so, I think we're off to the races, probably heading back up to around that 15 to 20 buck area in a hurry. In terms of the 200-day moving average, that one's sitting at 463. So there's going to be a lot of resistance just under that $5, right around that $5 mark. And your all-time favorite bullish triple thunder crossover just fired off on it on the 17th. So that was yesterday as well. So what we had happen was the price crossed above the 10-week and the MACD and the stochastic all simultaneously crossing bullish and starting to see some increasing bull volume here as well. Not sure how I feel about it, kind of maintaining this rally. We've got crypto really starting to steal the show, and I guess they have their earnings coming up at the end of the month. So that's a catalyst. You mentioned Delta. That certainly could propel us higher from here. But as we know, we're probably not going to see any meaningful change to their financials until early 2026, right?
Absolutely. Great analysis. Thank you for that. Yeah, but there's been no real reason for the stock to go up because it's just, they're just busy working. We know the interest is there. We know people buying the tickets. They've sold the tickets. So we're just spending money, building out Delta Fleet. I think this could easily go to $100 when it explodes, when we start flying and everything else. So thank you for that great analysis. Just give me your just wrap this up and give me your thoughts. What we might see after the earnings if we had a good response to the call. They say something positive. Where do you think it could go, and where do you see it a year from now? Because a year from now we'll be flying regularly with Delta. Where do you see it going a year from now?
A year from now, I wouldn't be surprised to see us back up around that $40, $50 mark. Somewhere, we're probably not going to get back up to that 200-week moving average. Again, it'll really depend on I can't see any other catalyst other than their sales, right? Which they said would begin in the first quarter of 2026.
Yep.
So unless we get some early insight into that, it's hard to imagine what would propel it higher unless they make some big partnership announcement. But I'd say somewhere around that $40 to $50 mark in a year from now would be conservative. Rod,
thank you very much. Stand by. There was Rod live on the show from POW Group. I'll put all the links below. You see what I mean? Greek God, you decide. The trilogy is over from Virgin Galactic to Tilray to, what was the other one? Yeah, that XRP thing. You know that old XRP thing? You might have heard of it. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. I shall put the trilogy 3-part Rod special over here. And down here, I'll put the Virgin Galactic playlist, which will include the earnings. You won't want to miss that. There you go. Check out all the links. Don't forget, we're running a $1,000 giveaway of XRP as well. So think of it as cash because you don't have to keep the XRP. We'll send it to you and then sell it if you want. So it's a $1,000 giveaway. Anyway, all the links are below. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.